Yes, we in the building, man. Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast, live on Friday night. I'm your brother, Oh God, from Hip Hop News Uncensored, and sitting across from me is my co-host.
What it do? What's good? It's your brother Sam, man. Viral Hip Hop News. Another episode, a live episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. Here in the building Friday night. We're live, baby. Oh God, what's good, my brother?
Yeah, man, feels good to be in the building. I want to say peace to everybody. And as you're coming into the building, hit that like button. Hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. We got my man Jay song playing right now. Happy birthday to you, brother. If you're listening,
absolutely.
We're going all the way in today with the latest hip hop stories. As you're coming in, hit the like button and make sure you share this video. We're gonna talk about this tonight on our first inaugural Friday night live show. We're gonna do this every week about 8 o'clock. So make sure y'all tune in. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna let it ride for a minute. Let's go.
Let's rock.
Yeah. I feel like that freestyle or something.
Let's go. Let's spit some bars. Just a fucking bars. I got people in the comment section already in here. Susan Perrin, hi from Ontario, Canada. Peace to you. Absolutely. Yes, Saturn Network. What's good? What's good with your family?
Yes, sir. Let me get up in the
chat room. The building.
Yeah.
We in the building.
Yeah. Peace, my man.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, not go ahead.
Shh. Nah, not yet. Not yet. They don't know that yet. They don't know that side yet. That's coming though. That's coming though. We got that Eagle shit up.
Oh, fly Eagles fly, baby. I already know what it is.
Shit up. I mean, they won the bowl. I ain't gonna say
yeah,
nothing.
You can't say shit. Man, the rest is suck.
They fucking suck. It is what it is. I love them though.
Yes, sir. Man, Darren in the chat room right now. Peace to you, brother. Yes. Darren Marion. Dynamic show the other day. You know, with our brother Kansu, Shezmu, Amun. Peace to you. Also, shout out to my man Israel Doctrine. Just put an interview up. You know what I mean? We're going all the way in today, man. You already know what it is. Friday night live, Uncensored Truth, viral hip hop news, hip hop news uncensored.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I ain't know yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't do that, man.
Yo.
Bars. Bars.
They ain't ready though.
Baltimore. What's good? Texas. What it do?
Everybody do me a favor. Go ahead and share this video right now. Everybody that's watching, share this video and hit the like button. We do appreciate all the participation. We want to announce something real quick. On October 26th and 27th, Uncensored Truth will be live at Caroline's for our brother TK Kirkland's Gangsta Conversations album release. It's going to be fire. Charlemagne the God, is hosting that event. And go to carolines.com for more information. We're going to be doing this podcast right there live in the building, as well as other, great dynamic podcasts. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be fucking electric, man. We can't wait. October 26th, October 27th, TK Kirkland, like Oh God alluded to. We got the comment section buzzing right now. Y'all leave y'all comments. Leave your questions. We will address each and every one of those tonight. This is what we're here for the people. We wanted to touch you guys. What other podcasts is doing this, baby? What are your favorite podcasts is doing what we doing right here, going live for y'all and answering your questions live? What's good with you?
They already talking about Kamikaze. It's fucking flame, my man James Conger. Kamikaze. We're gonna talk about it.
People talking about T-Pain, asking what's good with him.
Oh yeah,
T-Pain.
We'll get to that. We'll get to T-Pain.
We'll talk about a lot, man. Well,
yes, sir.
It's good, man. Let's get the show started.
Yes, sir, man. But you in the building today. We need participation from you. Need you to do two things real quick. Hit the like button and make sure you share this video. We do appreciate the participation in advance. Let's talk about T-Pain, man. So earlier, today he did post something on his Instagram. T-Pain, according to TMZ, TSA, found him, when you go to the little screening at the airport, they found, a loaded Smith & Wesson, on his carry-on. Now, there's not really much else to the story, but they found it, and there's no word at the time of the publication whether or not he's been arrested. But it was at Atlanta Hartsfield, airport. Not no crazy shit like a Joel Santana story, nothing like that. No running, no. But so yeah, that's all they pretty much have right here for this story. If you're wondering, T-Pain was caught, with a loaded gun, at the airport. Now, think about that, Sam, man.
A couple hours ago, he was on his IG. He dropped this on his IG. Bitch, I might be a tad bit late to Lubbock, Texas today. Things at Atlanta airport are getting eventful. I think we got somebody listening from Texas, and I believe it's from that area. Okay. Leave a shout out if you're from there. So, yeah, man, I don't know if he knew it was in his bag. It seems like, T-Pain's a real calm, collected dude.
Right.
We all know that he's had his run-ins with the alcohol abuse, and he's been real vocal about that. But he's past that. He's a grown man now. His young days are behind him. He's really focused on the music. So it doesn't seem as though this is a situation where he unknowingly knew this was in his bag. I don't think that's one of those situations. So I don't know as far as maybe he's a registered gun carrier and maybe they're trying to maybe start something extra. Maybe there's something that we're not finding out, or maybe TMZ didn't know, because they seem to get a lot of information, but not all the information. So what do you think about that? Is he a registered carrier? What's the laws as far as taking a gun on the airplane?
I'm not really too sure about that. I think if you give them prior notice, you can travel. It depends on where you're going. I'm not too sure about the actual laws, but if he wasn't a registered holder, he's gonna be in some big trouble here. If he if he didn't have a license and all that, and he was caught with a gun.
Well, I see a great question in the comment section. Shout out to Full of Southern Charm. What's up, baby? Atlanta, Georgia, in the building. What's up, mama? Who travels with a gun? Who travels with a gun? No,
celebrities, police officers.
And I mean, talk about why.
Right. Yeah. I mean, for protection reasons, but if you gotta see me, I have a criminal record, so I can't carry a gun legally, so I don't know. Though that would be somebody who has a clean record, who can carry guns. And I think it differs from state to state how you can move around with it. So
exactly,
I know Florida's one of those real Florida, Texas is more lenient than up here though. Gun laws.
Southern, I mean, the southern states are definitely more lenient when it comes to gun laws than we are up here. We all know New York, Jersey, they don't play with them gun laws at all at the end of the day. So, I mean, this remains to be, we got to see what happens in this situation. He's not been arrested. This has been a couple hours ago.
Right.
He seems calm and collected in this situation. So I think it'll work itself out and T-Pain will be just fine. That's just my opinion.
Yes, sir. But you are listening to the Uncensored Truth Podcast with your brother, Old God and Sandman. Everybody listening, please do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. Now, Sandman, you was telling me about this Kamikaze and you came in and you played it. And one song I'm listening to with an Eminem, man, you put it on another track. I don't know the name of the track yet. It's fresh, but damn, Eminem can still rap. I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna say, oh, it is that. Nah, he went in on this and he could still do his little switch up and flows and all that. And he came at a few people, but Joe Budden, Sandman. Talk about Eminem, coming straight at Joe Budden.
Well, we all know Joe Budden was critical on his podcast of Eminem and the Revival album. I mean, I think definitely he had justification in doing that. Revival wasn't that good. I think Eminem doesn't think it was good. This is why he has the Kamikaze album coming out. I think that the criticism was definitely warranted when it comes to that album. One could say that he's being extra sensitive when it comes to this issue. So he's going to address all the critics that come to him. But then he talked about that on his album too, which was pretty funny. But let's get to the bars. He talked about Joe. Somebody tell Budden before I snap, he better fasten it or have his body bagged, zipped up. This closet thing he has is to hit. Oh, my bad. The closet thing he's had to hit is smacking bitches. And don't make me have to hit, give it back to academics. Say this shit trash again. I'll have you twisted like you had it when you thought you had me slipping at the telly. What do you think about that?
Man, I mean, like I said, you got to, I mean, obviously you reading it, people got to go listen to it. It's not really doing it.
I fucked that all up now.
But the way he put it together, though, the way Eminem put it together, and I like this, you know what I mean? The competition of rap, I don't think anything, is wrong, with that. And we talked about it, in our pre-production. We was like, yo, how should Joe Budden respond to this? And I'm like, yo, you asked me that. And I said, I don't want to hear them on the podcast. You know what I mean? That's cool and all that. We love the podcast, but he better come with some straight up bars and he can do it. But saying, man, you don't think that Joe Budden will or can? Now, let's hear from you.
Well, he's been on record to say he's retired and he's done. And nothing or no one could bring him out of that. So I don't think a couple jabs from Eminem is going to have him hot enough to go ahead and write some bars. But it's been some really interesting dialect goes on when it comes to this conversation. I know Funk Flex said that he can deal with him bar for bar, that Joe Budden got bars for Eminem, that it'll be definitely a great battle and an interesting battle. Charlamagne the Guy said the same thing on the Breakfast Club. You think he got bars for him. So I never really had this kind of conversation in my head that Joe Budden and Eminem, like who would win? But you thinking that Joe got something for Eminem?
He can spit. I mean, he's been, he's one of the more underrated, rappers. But like, again, a lot of people fuck with Joe real hard and, pause, and, but Eminem, I mean, obviously he showed that he hasn't lost a step, but Joe Budden's on this grown man chill thing. He probably just going to laugh it off. But we would love to see it, being hip hop fans genuinely, we would love to see the competition of them going back and forth, but I don't think it's going to happen, bro.
Let's talk about the Kamikaze album itself, because I think Revival, everyone could say that wasn't Eminem's best work. I think he would definitely say that wasn't his best work. Kamikaze, he came back with Slim Shady. We heard him come back with bars. But do you think that Eminem is kind of being a little oversensitive in answering all the critics, because I mean, we are in a day and age in 2018 where information is disseminated via the internet, the podcast wave, the hip hop news wave, as we're watching right now live on Hip Hop News Uncensored. This is the wave now. Isn't the magazine and the articles are almost obsolete? Right. It's all internet stuff now. So why is he real kind of sensitive to this criticism in 2018 as opposed to the criticism he got back in the day? Or is this just an artist being an artist, and is this just
I mean, first of all, I mean, besides the Joe Buttons and all that, I mean, he's some shit that he said, like coming at the mumble rappers and all that. You know what I mean? That's dope.
Shit was dope.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I mean, maybe he had a bone to pick. You know, some people like, you know, Jay-Z and your more seasoned rappers, they don't drop all the time, but when they do, they remember, you know, when somebody said this or somebody said that, they go ahead and throw their shots, and no different than what Eminem did. And, you know, that's what's going to get people talking. I mean, nowadays, that's just is what it is. You got to, you know, not to say that he has to come at anybody, because he made, you know, in my opinion, some great music without being, you know, diss music. We all know, you know, his catalog. But yeah, man, I love it. I love it. You know, I want to see, you know, a knockdown, drag out battle, goddamn it, right now.
Well, I mean, you're not talking about a knockout, drag out battle when it comes to the rappers. He called out Lil Zane, Lil Pump. None of them want no smoke with Eminem. No, that won't work. And he also talked about the young rappers that are in here nowadays, the Joyner Lucases. I've said that a million times on this podcast, that that's the dopest young rapper in the game right now. And Eminem, you know what I mean? He stamped that approval too. He also talked about Kendrick and the Coles as well. So, I mean, getting at rappers, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the people critiquing his work, because you could sit here and say, I mean, what did you think about Revival?
Critiquing his work, I mean, you know, rap, that's what rappers do. I mean, this is what it's about, though. I mean, you're probing, but it's just like, this is what it's about. It's about answering your critics. And, you know, so you pretty much saying that he's, you know, pretty much already made his stamp in the game. He shouldn't even be responding. That's what you're trying.
I'm not saying, I'm just asking the question, like, okay, is he, because he put a lot of energy into this album. It's you don't really see rappers, especially your elite rappers, your Jay-Z's, your Eminems, you know what I mean? You don't really see them responding to critics. You don't really even see them gaining a response. So is that just is that a way in 2018 where it's just like, damn, it's so loud that I have to respond? Is Eminem gonna go diss us next if we say Revival was whack? I thought the shit was whack. I'm an Eminem fan. I thought Revival was ass.
So I guess you're talking about the academics pretty much.
And the Joe Buttons, because he doesn't rap anymore.
I mean, they're relevant names in hip hop. You know what I mean? They got big platforms, and as we know, their word, you know, means a lot. As you know, when academics drops or Joe Buttons or one of them, you know, numbers don't lie. So people actually, you know, follow what these dudes say. It is what it is. So yeah, I mean, even Nicki Minaj, she was in his comment section, you know, going back, you know, and forth with him. And you know, we thinking like, oh, these people are so big and above this, and nah, they just regular people, you know, and they feelings too.
Yeah, I mean, well, shit, Eminem's been going through this for years, though. I didn't expect him to kind of answer the critics the way that he did. It was dope. Right. It definitely opens up doors for us. The more shit we talk shit, we might be on the album next. You never know. It just goes to where 2018 and the voice that we have is crazy. What do you rank this album? And I know we just got it. I mean, you just started listening to it fresh as we walked in the door.
Somebody said it's garbage.
What the
somebody Grando Vision said Revival is garbage.
Revival's ass.
Oh, now you're saying his ass.
I said Revival was ass. I didn't say Kamikaze.
Okay,
his new album was cool.
Right.
Revival's ass.
Right.
Kamikaze is dope.
Everybody flops, man. I mean, come on. Everybody, like you could go down anybody's catalog and say, all right, this wasn't as good, you know, as this one. So yeah, I mean, Eminem has some great albums. I know people won't get on me for that, you know, but he has some great albums in the past. You can't, remember the old saying of you had one hot album every 10-year average. That was some real shit. It's like, it's hard. It's hard.
I mean, well, Eminem had a lot. In 2000, he had the Marshall Mathers LP. 99, he had Shady LP. Encore 2004, the Marshall Mathers LP 2013. Right. He had his run.
I think he's overrated. Just come out and say, you think Eminem's overrated?
Man, I'm glad you said that.
Right.
Overrated. He's not the best rapper of all time. Eminem's not the greatest fucking rapper of all time.
No.
And I'll argue that and debate that with anybody all day. But I definitely think he gets a bad stigma in 2018 for being white. And I think it's a bit hypocritical to some people, not all, but some people who used to fuck with Eminem crazy back in the day. And now because it's popular to talk about race so heavy in 2018, that now Eminem's whack because he's white. Now, I don't want to go that far.
Well, you do got some whack white rappers. Most, not Eminem. Eminem's not one.
Most.
Right.
In the game right now, name a white rapper.
Come on, don't do that.
Top 5 white rappers right now. Say,
I can't.
Do it.
I can't.
Drink that Patron and top 5.
Get some of that.
Yeah.
I
Post Malone.
I
I never heard one song ever.
Yes, you did.
A Post
on
Malone?
the radio. You heard it.
I know it was him.
Probably, but you heard it. You heard it, trust me. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, man, you know, Eminem, I think, is probably is the best, you know, white rapper.
Beastie Boys?
Who?
Beastie Boys.
Nah, Eminem is definitely, you know, one of the best. I'm not even going to try to, you know, attempt to even go there, man. I'm not going to do that. I can't.
Somebody asked a question: Eminem versus Andre Benjamin. 3 stacks.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one, but 3 stacks.
3 stacks, monster.
3 stacks.
I can't even disrespect stacks.
3 stacks.
I can't.
What do you rank
Eminem?
Kamikaze? Not
Okay.
Eminem. Kamikaze in Eminem's library of albums right now. I mean, I know, like I said, it's fresh. You just heard fresh. a couple joints. So
it's refreshing, man. I mean, you know, from what I heard, you know, hasn't been too much, you know, but I think it sounds pretty like it's gonna be a good. I might be honest with you, it's not enough that I'm really checking for, right? You know, so I mean, you put it on, and then the hoopla, and we into the industry, but it's not. I got like, if you go look at my title playlist, there's a lot of, you know, kind of like I said this 100 times before, a lot of the old stuff, the 90s, the early 2000s.
Interesting, but let me ask you a question, old guy, because Eminem fits right into that bag though, and he posed, and he was like one of the rappers that we kind of grew up in, fucking with hard. So why pause? So why weren't you checking for Eminem in 2018? Is it just a 2018 thing?
Because he fell off. I mean, he fell off. Like I mean, it is what it is. And I'm not saying that he didn't have an illustrious career, but it's hard to maintain. That's why we got to give credit to people like LL, Jay-Z, even Snoop Dogg, you know, even Fat Joe, another name we got to throw in there. People, who have, you know, stayed relevant, you know, for, you know, decades or more.
I mean, you got they know how to move in waves. You know what I mean? They know how to move with the flow.
Right.
You got Snoop Dogg, Brandon left and right. I was watching the show with my kid yesterday on Netflix, and he was part of the little kid show. So I'm like, yo, Snoop is everywhere. Right. He know how to make his money. You talk about Jay-Z now branching off in the business and the mogul and the tycoon that he is. Diddy the same way. I mean, you could talk about the bosses down south. You just talked about Andre 3 Stacks, Big Boy's a boss down there. Yeah. You know what I mean, you have who else did we got down south? Gucci Mane. T.I. Yeah, down there doing major things down there in the South. So
the South done took over. The thing about the South, they took over and kept the game.
Well, they stuck together.
Yeah.
Throughout even their beef and their nonsense, they still rep the South. They still promoted independence. They still, you know what I mean, stuck with each other and grinded it through. They did each other's interviews. They were out there repping each other's music. It's a different way. We can talk about that out here on the East Coast. Unfortunately, as much as we love the East, we love it. Right. It's in our soul. Right. We don't get it off to reciprocate it, and we don't hate on it. Right. And it doesn't upset us because we keep moving and we keep doing what we do, and it's not going to stop us. But we do often ask ourselves, damn, we sitting here, oh God, I mean, not to be cocky nothing, 350K subscribers and counting. Yes, sir. Viral Hip Hop News. You see the hats, go to the description box. We can get that link in there. Yes, go ahead and buy your official Viral Hip Hop News hats. 127,000 subscribers and counting. Yeah. We got the Uncensored Truth podcast. This isn't to be counting, but the numbers speak for themselves. Yet we don't get the attention from the East Coast rappers that we can, you know what I mean, wash each other's hand and make this really work as you would think, or as the South usually does. Now, why do you think that happens, oh God? That, well, we don't get the attention from us particular? Nah, okay, now let me not talk about us in particular. Right. I mean, that's not branches toward us. Right. East Coast in general. What's the difference? Why is the South winning? Why did the South take the title from East Coast in regards to that? I mean, that was one, you know, that was one of the major, in my opinion, components is they definitely, you know, stuck together. And also, like, that's really the biggest thing. I mean, you know, the music, a lot of people say that the music kind of got dumbed down, and to a certain extent it did, but you got people like, you know, 3000 T.I., you know, Scarface, we can go all the way down the list. Yeah, Slim Thug, you know what I mean? That was always dope. So it was just, you know, in my opinion, it's just the South was always hot. Pretty much. Yeah, man. We just was kind of, the East was kind of hating on them. You know what I mean? They always had their kind of business together, you know, and a lot of the business models, I think a lot of the East Coast cats started to emulate hanging out with the South cat. And one of the people that they criticized a lot back then was Fat Joe, because he was one that was kind of bridging the gap. You know, one of the people, of course, there's other people that was kind of dealing with the down South cat that people didn't really like that. Fat Joe will tell you that, you know, I've seen him say it in a few interviews. So yeah, man, but right now it's just like, you know, New York, it's great. It's never fell off like that, but the South got its own lock. I'll never forget that night. And I was a kid. We were both kids. It was the East Coast, West Coast going crazy. Yeah, Biggie, Pac, Suge Knight, Snoop Dogg, everybody was in the building. Tensions were high at the Source Awards. Outkast, I think they just won Best Album of the Year, Artist of the Year, and they got hate. And Andre 3000 went out there and was really emotional and just promised that the South was about to take over. I mean, and he was a prophet.
Yeah.
Because right then and there, after that, it seemed like slowly but surely, we on in the internet age back then, so we didn't really get to see it as it was progressing. But underneath everything, underneath the magazines and the articles, they was taking over, man.
Now look at now it's changed. Now you got East Coast rappers that sound like them. I mean, I know we heard the cliche over and over, but it's real.
It's real.
You know, you can't really tell a difference. You know, a cat from New York, or down south. Now Philly's kind of cat, except for Little Uzi Vert. He's one of the first, you know, cats that kind of a little different, you know, swag.
Let's talk about him
from Philly. Let's talk about
real quick. Little Uzi Vert. Anybody like him in the comment section? Y'all leave y'all comments about Little Uzi Vert right now, because I don't think you or I have a. What do you think about him? As far as a Philly rapper, because he's not your prototypical Philly rapper.
Right.
What do you think about that?
You know, Little Uzi's cool, man. You know what I mean? I mean, his song is hot.
Is he a young boy being a young boy?
Yeah, simply that. I mean, now I don't agree with, you know, a lot of people said that him and Young Thug, you know, the little apparel shit they was wearing was for you know, attention and all that. But I don't agree with that aspect. But he does make some pretty dope music, and the music is reflective of the condition, you know, up that the youth came in now. So when you hear, "Oh, my friends are dead," like all that type of shit, you know what I mean, it's reflective of what's going on. So that is what it is. We gotta just embrace that. And then on the other hand, you got people, you know, that's the beauty of America. You get people could grow up, you could have somebody, you know, that'll come up and be totally conscious, totally, you know, we throw that word around, but you know, not to say that he's not 100%, but they get coming up in the area and make a whole different style of music, you know, and talk about a whole different, you know, genre of things. So yeah, that's the good thing about it. But Uzi, nothing wrong with Uzi, man, except for that dressing shit. That's why. Yeah,
I mean, as far as his music, we'll keep it to the music. I'm not one to really listen to him.
Right.
I just not my style and my type of music, man. It really isn't. Like you talked about earlier when we talked about Eminem. Right. I got my select playlist that I listen to. I'm an R&B head, so I'm sitting there. I got my R&B playlist on deck. And then I got my bars. I got my hip hop. I got my Jay-Z's, my Jada Kisses. Yeah, I mean, I got some Ghostface. I got some Wu-Tang, and I stick to what I grew up on. I stick to what I listened to. Biggie was definitely an influence growing up. I ain't throwing a Biggie CD in a while because it's bad for the vibration.
Why is that?
Biggie didn't talk about any positive things. He was a great storyteller that had one of the best lyricists of all times. But when you listen to his bars, it doesn't often make you want to go do business things and do, you know what I mean, the things that often need to be done to make great money. Now, I'll only say this. He was 24, 25 upon his death. I would have loved to see his growth. I would have loved to see him like Jay-Z did when he was popping bottles and pouring champagne on women to the mogul and the father he is today. I think Biggie would have elevated to maybe even bigger and higher, you know what I mean, heights than Jay-Z we even see now. It's unfortunate that he passed. Yeah, but I would. It's not really good for the vibration at the age I'm at right now. I'm kind of elevated. I'll throw it on every now and again when I'm lifting and getting busy.
I miss Big Pun too.
Big Pun.
Grind
one of our favorite.
Yeah. Big
Capital
Pun.
Punishment. Man.
Yeah.
Definitely one of our favorites.
Yes, sir.
I remember grabbing that CD and the Don Cartagena CD when all that came in. We were real heavy in the Terror Squad.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, who else? Cuban Links, Tony Sunshine for sure.
They still around. They definitely still around.
Yeah.
Doing a, you know, doing a number. Yeah, Cuban Link. Yeah. I agree. Grondo Vision. Cuban Link was one of the most underrated rappers. You know, he used to go in. He still can rap. You know what I mean? He used to always rap side by side with Big Pun, Fat Joe. You got Triple Six, all them cats, man. It was like the group thing is kind of like obsolete now, but back then it was like you had Rockefeller, you had Rough Riders, and everybody could spit. You know what I mean? It was great. Even Cash Money, even though we didn't really vibe with them at first.
We fuck with Cash Money. We fuck with the Hot Boys.
Yeah, the Hot Boys, right?
You know what I mean?
That was crazy.
Yeah, we fuck with Lil Wayne and Young Turk.
Right.
You know what I mean? BG. And who my man was, Juvenile. Hell yeah. All of them. They was some jams, boy.
Yes, sir.
Definitely rock with them.
Peace to my man, opinionated asshole in the building. Say, man, I want to ask you about we talked about this. Let's talk about it. You know, recap, you know, some of the stories of the week. Tiger. You know, we talking about suing Birdman and Lil Wayne for $10 million, man. What do you think about that? Once again, Birdman not paying up. And then his studio. You know, go ahead, tell him about that.
He was bad. He owed some rent or something. Birdman always owing somebody some money. It's no surprise to me.
Right.
It's no surprise to me. Now, whether or not he gets his money or how long it takes him to get his money remains to be seen. Tiger gets a real bad rap, although he's not a bad rapper. He's not a bad rapper. He could spit. He made songs entertaining. You know what I mean? He could definitely spit. His character's a little corny, but he could spit.
Right.
And if he earned that money, he deserves that money. It's just like a lot of people were asking us when we did this yesterday or a couple of days ago, whenever we did it, in the comment section, like, how the fuck can people still sign with Cash Money? And like we talked about, it's the allure, it's the name. If you see Birdman out there and he's throwing $250K at people and he got the Gucci marble floors and all this crazy shit, and you sitting there, you starving, you a hungry artist, you trying to make it, you ain't hearing that stuff that's going on behind you. You ain't really paying attention to the business and looking long term. You trying to go in there and get it now. And there's no knock on somebody, but get a lawyer? No, I said the allure. The allure. Yeah, but you need a lawyer. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Damn sure need a lawyer. And it's gonna work itself out in court. Hopefully, he's like we dropped yesterday. It wasn't 1 million, it's 10 million. So we'll see if he gets his money. Now, what do you think? Is he gonna get his bread? Because we know how long it took Wayne to get his money. It drove him to retirement. Right. It drove him to retirement. He don't keep saying that about Wayne. Yeah, come on, man. Wayne don't want to rap no more. Oh man, come on. So you don't think that Carter file's coming out? Nope. Damn, Wayne don't want to rap no more. That's fucked up. I said it live. People from Louisiana, man. You know what I mean? I love Louisiana. Louisiana got a great crop of talent. You know what I mean? Kevin Gates, NBA Young Bull, they out there doing their thing. Yeah. Wayne, done. He's retired. Woo! Now his bar, he can still rap. I'm not saying that he's corny. I'm not saying that he fell off. I'm just saying that maybe through just getting dragged out that he doesn't want to do it no more. I mean, Pusha T, Daytona Classic. Right. He said it. Flash without the fire. Another multi-platinum rapper trapped and can't retire. Wow. Ugh. You guys should do a top 10 modern rap of the new era on your next live show. We'll keep that in mind. Let me screenshot that. Yeah, next Friday. Definitely. We're going to be doing a lot of things. Open up the phone line. But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Oh God and Sandman. We're going all the way in today. Everybody listening, please do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. I want everybody also subscribe, to my man Darren channel in the subscription box. He was in the chat room. He was one of the brothers along with Consu that we brought on the other night and had that dynamic interview. We talked about the 360 deal, and all that. So yeah, man, we getting it all the way in on the Uncensored Truth podcast. Let's go. Yes, y'all leave where y'all city, state, zip codes, wherever y'all at right now, listening on the Uncensored Truth podcast live exclusively on Hip Hop News. Yes. Drop that right now. Let's get in this comment section real quick. Oh, God, while I'm getting in here real quick, why don't you tell them about the promotions we got going on about Hip Hop News? Yeah. Hip Hop News and Uncensored Truth podcast. What we're going to be doing is we're going to open up the platform. Anybody has any music, they want to get their music played live on the platform or promote it, regularly with our videos that we upload. It's going to be real dope. So we're going to open up, where we can, you can send the video to us. We can work out an agreement and actually play it before the videos go up. So, you actually have opportunity to get your brand, your song, whatever, in front of millions of people every month, at least, potentially up to 20 million people, per month. So, that's going to be available. Saying, man, what's your email to hit you up on that to get some more information? DLSmediainc1@gmail.com. That is DLSMEDIA1 @gmail.com. Yes, sir. And you can hit me at ogod@hiphopun.com. ogod@hiphopun.com for that or any other business inquiries. Yeah, man. So we going in the Uncensored Truth podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Absolutely. Make sure that you share this. Oh, Full of Southern Charm. I know you're from New Orleans. That's dope. Word. Absolutely. Let's get in this comment section real quick. Kansas 316. What's good? Yeah. Who's that? Ryan Freeman. What it do? James Conga, Fort Pierce, Florida. What's up? Jeffrey Robert 70570. Peace to you, family. Richard Rich, Pittsburgh. What up? What up? What up? 06511 Connecticut. DJ Ward. What up? Vaughn S. Tampa. What up? Christina Hewitt, Atlanta. What up? Louisiana, Jeffrey Robert. We love it down there in Louisiana. You went down there on your birthday, man. Talk about that. Talk about that gumbo down in New Orleans, man. Right there, man. Po' boys and all that. It's a lot of, it's the people, though. The people down there, man, beautiful people. It kind of reminds me like the hustler spirit they got down there of the New York, of the South. Real talk. Everybody's down there hustling. They got good food, good spirit, good people. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of I went on a few slave tours down there, so it's a lot of gruesome stuff happening. They tell you about the different things that happen down there. So yeah, some good history. It's funny you said it. I was out in Jamaica a couple of weeks ago, and we went out there and enjoyed myself, my lady and I, for a birthday, and driving through You know what I mean? The cities we've seen where Usain Bolt went to high school and where they mined it, and the limestones and how the natural resources out there in Jamaica. It was just a real powerful experience. And I got to talk and touch some of the people out there, some of the locals, not as much as I would have liked to. And I can't wait to go back out there to really get involved, because like you said, there's so much hustle involved. You see the love and you see the blood, and there's so much power out there, but it's so impoverished. And you see with so much natural resources and so many ways to make money, why they're so impoverished. The question and the discussion can go on for days. We'll have that discussion real soon, but I can't wait to go back out there and really, get involved with the people. That's dope, man, for sure.
Yes. Also, if you want to have a question, go ahead and leave a super chat right now. If you want to, get your question, put up right now. Any question you got or statement, you can go ahead and drop a super chat. Jersey representative in the building. We got to shout you out. Peace to you. Michigan look like in the building. Go ahead and leave that super chat. Or if you just got a general question, if you want to support, go ahead, ask a question right now. We'll start answering some questions, on the Uncensored Truth podcast. Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Jamaica, New York, what's good? Allentown, Philly, what up? What up?
Yeah.
Jersey's always in the building. We love our Jersey.
Much love.
Indeed.
Much love. Yes,
Indeed.
sir.
So, we had a lot of topics going on this week. Shout out to Brother Kansu, Chicago, Illinois.
Yes, sir.
Detroit's in the building. Shout out to Brother Darren, who's also in the comment section right now, moderating.
Yes.
Indiana in the building. Talk about some of the highlights in that conversation real quick. Oh, God, your take from that.
Man, it's too many to but I think anybody who is in the music industry, or just in business in general could definitely benefit, from that conversation. Especially when we started getting into the 360 deal. He broke down to Travis Scott, Nicki Minaj, that whole thing. And then, you look at Travis Scott. I seen a lot of people in the comment section saying, well, it's Kylie Jenner. And I'm like, why are they saying Kylie Jenner? I know it's his girl and all that, but her business mind, them two together, so that, you don't make $1 billion by accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she, she's got a brilliant mind. She's with him, and they obviously they rubbing off together. We gotta act like, man, we got some smart people out here, man.
Let them eat.
Yeah, let them eat.
Let them eat.
No hate over here.
It definitely ain't no hate over here. Talk about, I think one of my takes real quick, my bad to say that, from the conversation was Brother Kansu talking about Donald Trump and the whole capitalism versus socialist. And that whole political conversation. I know some people are like, well, damn, why y'all getting political in the Uncensored Truth? Well, we need to know these things. These things are important. And I can't wait to have them on next, because there were a lot of dope comments in regards to this.
Right.
And great debate that could be involved in this. A lot of people were saying, and we've heard this historically throughout our culture and throughout our lives, do we even have a place in either political party? Black people don't hold a place in either political party. I would love to hear Brother Darren and Brother Kansu perspective on that. Right. I would also love to hear their perspective on people's argument that he's a racist. We see the Black lives dying in the street. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem as though Black lives are doing any better. What are their response to Donald Trump and his racism? Is that warranted? Yeah. I would love to hear their perspective on that.
They're gonna be back. Definitely gonna be back. Yeah.
Because it was a lot of money. It was money involved in that conversation. Yeah. If you want some gems, you want some money conversation, and you trying to up your capital, man, go ahead and hit that link right there at Hip Hop News Uncensored for the full interview or the Uncensored Truth podcast, and get those gems, man. Watch it over and over again for sure.
Yes, sir. Jeremy Gomez says politics in the Caribbean is not like the U.S. My lord, it's not like just Jamaica and the entire Caribbean. So yeah, I mean, obviously it's different, in other places. So definitely,
yeah, man.
Appreciate that
for sure.
Berkeley, what up, Berkeley? Berkeley in this bitch.
See what's going on in hip hop headlines. Well, we had some real dope conversation. Shit, in hip hop, we had Serena Williams in the black cat suit.
Yeah.
And then she came out there in the black leotard. I don't know if you've seen that. I think I was kind of mocking that. I mean, Jamel Hill cashed in $6 million.
Right.
We had Meek Mill, $6,000 worth of backpacks yesterday to the Philadelphia school.
That was dope.
Shout out to Meek Mill.
Yep.
Real dope day in hip hop, man.
Yeah, man. Yep. So you already know what it is, man. We do appreciate it. Also, check out the interview we dropped the truth about Africa. Bambaataa. I'm actually going to drop that link right now. So y'all can go check that out. In the chat room right now. Let me drop that so I can check that out. It's a real good interview, man. We're gonna be doing more interviews in the near future, bringing you people from all walks of life. You got to tell it who we got next week. Your brother,
yeah, my man Trev, Plug to Plug LLC. Right. You want to buy and sell electronics, cell phones, iPhones, DVDs, CDs, Master P's. If you have electronics, computers, and all jokes aside, computers,
right,
hardware, anything you got You're gonna have to get with my man Trev. We'll have him on, talk some business. He's done a lot for his local city in Paulsboro, New Jersey. There's a lot of controversy, a lot of crime going on. I would love to hear his perspective on that. It's a real deep brother. Should be a real dope conversation.
Yeah.
Black CEOs are winning. Oh,
Yes,
with
sir.
a feeling.
Yes.
Should be winning.
Yes.
He's winning.
Shit.
Take that fucking towel off.
Nah, man. Come on, man. Fly, Eagles, fly on the motherfucking road to victory, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Man. They
You're
won the bowl.
listening to the Uncensored Truth podcast,
Yes.
man, with your brother Old God and Sam. And we're going to be coming every Friday night live with this show about 8 o'clock, 8:30. So
Yep.
make sure y'all in the building. We're going to have special guests coming through. We're going to open up the phone line. We're going to be doing some real creative stuff with the people. We had to do this. We have to. And we also got the Wake and Bake podcast that's about to drop real soon on Viral Hip Hop News. We're going to check. That's going to be fire right there.
Yeah, man. We're going to go live on the Wake and Bake, too.
Oh, yeah.
Set that up. It's going to be electric, man. We got a lot of dope things going on for you at the Uncensored Truth podcast. We ain't stopping. We winning. We're going to consistently do this each and every night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We ain't going to go live every night, but we're going to give you content every night. We'll be here live every Friday evening for y'all. This has been an awesome podcast, man.
Yeah, man.
This has been really dope.
We appreciate everybody who stayed, all the people in the chat room, the people that engage, what better place to be than right here with your boys from the Uncensored Truth podcast on a Friday night. We're going to actually get ready to go off the air because I want y'all to, Darren, go put your blurred media channel if you can, in the chat room, because I want people to go over there. All the people that enjoyed Consul and Darren Marion on the platform the other night, they're going to be actually doing their podcast tonight, speaking about some more issues. So I'm gonna go over there a little bit later when I get to the crib and join them. Hopefully, Sam, man, if he has some time, he can join the conversation. But I want y'all to go over there, right now to be Blurred Media. I think Blurred Media in the description box, excuse me, not the description box, but the chat room right now, the live chat, and go subscribe to that channel for that conversation next.
Oh God, what I'm doing live right now is I'm going on the eBay website where I have my hats and I'm taking some money off. So later on in the podcast, we will have that link in the description box at Hip Hop News Uncensored for the official Viral Hip Hop News hats. Grab them now. Hey, let's call it a Labor Day special.
Yeah, go ahead and drop it. You got it.
We'll drop that. Now, I don't have a link right now because I don't have my phone.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. We'll have that link for you in a minute.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure we get that popping for you. Definitely, man.
Yes,
Matter of fact, I got somebody getting my phone right now. So if we don't have that link now, we'll have it in a minute for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is 50 Cent the reason why the 360 deal is? I'm not sure about that, man.
Say that one more time.
He said, is 50 Cent the reason why the 360 deal exists? This is from Christopher Roscoe.
No, I think the internet's the reason why the 360 deal exists. I think them breaking the internet and then realizing they can't monetize money anymore. They can't control the traffic of money and an amount of money it costs to make CDs and things like that. I think that wave caused the industry to get caught them to catch a panic and find a way to make money. And like I said, when you have these young, hungry artists that are making money, Leo Cohen, although he may be a culture vulture, I think me and you would attest to that, you and I, he's smart. He's a businessman. He knows how to allure the talent. So I think that's more so along the lines of them understanding that they were losing money and them trying to figure out another way as opposed to 50 Cent. But I would love to hear his perspective on why he thinks 50 Cent, why that would be that.
Right.
Let me get this link in here right now. I'll get some music going on. If anybody remembers old Viral Hip Hop News, if y'all remember it from day one, y'all remember this joint right here.
Yes, sir. Yes. Peace, everybody. And my man, Jersey representative, James Conger, full of Southern charm, Darren Marion, everybody that's listening. We appreciate all the participation on the show tonight on the Uncensored Truth podcast. Remember, everybody, please do two things. We need you to do two things. Hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. We do appreciate, y'all. And my man Wax Dog in the building. Peace, Wax. What up? She said go Saints. Come on, full of Southern charm. It's the Eagles all day. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are picking the Saints to win the Super Bowl, this year.
Are they that good this year?
People are saying they're going to, they might be pretty good, but we'll see.
I ain't watched too much football.
Right.
I'm not going to
It's kind of hard to.
It's tough.
Right.
Who's going to watch the NFL this season? I mean, how y'all feeling about the NFL right now? I know it's electric. We all love the NFL.
Right.
But what y'all thinking about that right now?
Yes, sir. Leave your comment in the chat room.
Yeah, let us know.
Are y'all watching? Yes, no.
Oh, God, what are you doing? I know. I mean, you. It was hard last year. It will be the year.
Yeah, I told you. I did not say that. I called it. I said, watch this video. The Eagles won the Super Bowl.
You did call it.
And they won it.
And that's crazy. You called it.
Yeah, and they won it. So I watched it. I ain't gonna front. I watched the Super Bowl.
You watched the bowl, but did you watch? You didn't watch the.
I didn't really watch a lot of the season. it ain't like it used to be. I used to be like a real diehard. Like I used to watch the sports shows during the week, go to the training camps. Every interview I'm watching after the game, I'm watching the pre-game. Now it's like, oh shit, the Eagles was on.
Right.
They played.
And watch one preseason game. I couldn't tell you any of the players like that. It's nuts, man.
Right.
I can't.
Also, I want y'all, my bad. I want y'all to go into the this description box and make sure y'all follow Hip Hop Uncensored Instagram page.
Yes.
Please follow our Instagram page. All you gotta do is type in, if you're on Instagram, Hip Hop Uncensored, and it will come up, there. Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Please follow those pages right now. Also, please go check out the website, hiphopun.com. hiphopun.com for your latest hip hop news. Sandman's gonna get ready to drop, the link for his viral hip hop news hats.
Shucks.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no doubt. We're gonna get that. You know what I mean? In a minute. We do appreciate everybody who did, stick around and watch the podcast, tonight. And so just a quick recap, while the brother's getting his link. Eminem that. Did drop, an album, and one of the subjects, his subject that he talked about was Joe Budden's go check that out. It's called Kamikaze. Also, T-Pain, did get caught with a loaded gun at the airport today. No word on whether the brother was arrested at the time of the publication. So those are the two hottest things going on right now in hip hop. But y'all look at my computer again, maybe something else, came through the ticker. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all tonight. The Uncensored Truth Podcast. Let's go.
Yeah, man, we'll get that link to y'all momentarily, but we're about to get out of here. Oh God, I'm airdropping it. That's you got it right now. Boom. Okay. You should have just got that. So he'll have it in the description box momentarily, and we'll get that for you. Let me get that on sale for you guys as we speak, so I can make sure that you guys get that good sale. You know what I mean?
Let me pull up the chat here. I ain't got it up on my computer. I had it on my phone. Hold on.
Got you.
But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth Podcast with your brother, Oh God, and Sandman. We're going all the way in today. I want to put that music on real quick. Put that J shit on real quick. Put that John on. Let the people listen to that real quick. All right. All right, here we go. I'll drop it right now. I'm about to drop that link right now in the chat room.
And I just dropped the price. We just dropped it. Damn it, $10.
Dope.
Special for y'all today.
So the link is right now in the description box. Viral hip hop news hats. Go ahead and get your hat right now. I just dropped the price for y'all, so make sure I go pick that up right now. Let's go.
Electric.
Yeah. Shout out to all of my haters.
Are they in the building?
Are they in there? They always.
Are they in the building?
Always, man. We're flexing on y'all.
Shout out to y'all too.
Go, man.
Shout out to y'all too.
Priest Christina Hewitt. Peace to you.
Yeah, let me get in this comment section. Let me see what we got going on in here this evening.
I appreciate that, man. Hit that like button too. I appreciate that. That's dope. Yeah. I see. Don't even worry about it, Jay. It's all good, Jay Conger.
I'm stiff arming these niggas. Blocked.
And shout out to my man. The dude that you hear right now is Jay Song. I want to give him a shout out, his props. Jay Song. This is his song right here. You know what I mean? Got a lot of hot shit out there. My man Jay Song. Peace to you and happy birthday to you, brother. If you do happen to listen to this. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Another electric episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast going live like no other podcast will do.
Yeah. Every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're coming live before you, and we dropping the most content. You know what I mean? And arguably, I ain't even gonna say it. Man, we're just gonna keep on working. We're gonna keep on working.
Keep grinding. Keep our head down and grind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's all we doing. Oh yeah.
Give him a little something. Ho.
They ain't ready.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet.
All right.
No, what was the discussion on 50 Cent real quick as far as the 360 deal? Did we get anything else on that?
Nah, they was asking is he the reason for the 360 deal? That's what the person was asking.
Okay.
So yeah, I think Dame Dash from what I hear, when I think he was saying, I don't know if he said Rockefeller, because he was talking about Laura Cohen, kind of seeing them getting their money in other ways with the liquor, not to say that he was the first to do that, but they started being able to maximize, their dollar in other ways, outside of what the labels can recoup on. So, what they started saying is everything you do outside of this, we own too.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So that's, I think, the way he breaks that down. So that's messed up. You know what I mean? But that's why you got to, independence is the way.
It's the only way.
It's the only way.
Unless you do like our brother Kansu said, and we'll drop that content. If you're gonna master the 360 deal and how to manipulate that situation, it's still a conversation of ownership. So no matter how you look at it, independence is the way, the only way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you have listened to the Uncensored Truth podcast. We appreciate everybody who listened tonight, man. It's been a beautiful, beautiful podcast. We're always going to be dropping content, but we're actually going to be coming live, every Friday night about 8 p.m. Also, quick few announcement before we get out of here. I want to announce that October 26th and 27th that we will be doing our podcast live. The Uncensored Truth will be live at Caroline for TK Kirkland's album release party, Gangsta Conversation. That's going down. Charlamagne and God is hosting. It's going to be a whole bunch of people in there. It's going to be a great, event. And it's going to be some other top podcasts, from around the country. Somebody from Tidal, Brother Doggy Diamonds, a lot of top great I ain't gonna say good, but great podcasts, are going to be in the same building. So we're looking forward to that, to network with people. If you're in the area, please come on out and support that. Carolines.com for more information on that event going down October 26th and 27th.
Yes. We're excited about that event. Oh God, we talked about it. We've been promoting for brother TK Kirkland, had a couple conversations with him, been real dope. And we're excited about the opportunity, excited about the event. We're going to tear it up, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, it's going to be electric.
Yes,
who live out in
sir.
New York, man? Who we got in New York right now that ever been to Caroline's on Broadway to come out and support your Bulls for that event, man? Come out here and get your drink on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. With that being said, man, we're going to get out of here, man. It's been a beautiful, show. And we're going to get back to work, man. We go home and get straight to work. We love this. We love the people. We appreciate each and every person that took that time out to listen to us. We do appreciate it because we started from zero.
Yep.
We started from zero. So, everything, this is all humbling, and we're going to keep on rocking, trying to deliver, the best possible content we can to the people. And we just, the only thing we ask y'all to do is to share the videos and hit, the like button. We do got to, I want to announce this real quick, a challenge that we got coming up that we're going to be asking the people to participate in, but I'll announce that next time, on Hip Hop News Uncensored. But real quick, I'm going to do a quick shout out, then let's do your shout out. I'm going to give a shout out to all the team at hiphopun.com, Lady T, my brother, Darren Marion, Rattel SEO. Peace to y'all. I really appreciate the work that y'all do behind the scenes. There are other people that work behind the scenes, as well, Sandman's team. So, and then we got the Uncensored Truth podcast. But yeah, shout out to y'all. And that's all I got, man. Salute to everybody out there and the moderators in the chat room. Sandman.
Shout out to the team at Viral Hip Hop News. Shout out to the people, all the loyal listeners and subscribers who listen to us on SoundCloud. Viral Hip Hop News Uncensored, the Uncensored Truth podcast. Make sure you subscribe to all three. Yeah. Grab us on SoundCloud if you're not. And yeah, love my family. We out of here, man.
Peace. Make sure y'all go get the Viral Hip Hop News hats. We're going to leave that link in the description box too, of this video. Make sure y'all can go get the hats. It's already in the chat. If you scroll down, you'll see it in the chat. Hopefully, you got some people going there grabbing them joints tonight, man. We do appreciate that.
James Congo wants some music. Hold on, I got you.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
On our way out, absolutely.
No
doubt. Got you.
Dizzy.
Got you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, we out of here.
Hope. We got a little bit of music on the way out, man.
City, zip code, states. If you're still in the business rocking, the Uncensored Truth podcast, drop that now on our way out the building. We're out of here. Lady T.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. You already know, James. You already know. Appreciate you sticking around with us, man. Appreciate you. Uncensored Truth podcast.
Yeah.
Sandman, Viral Hip Hop News. Oh God, Hip Hop News Uncensored. The Uncensored Truth podcast. Friday night. See you next week.
Peace.